Hello, adventurers! I'm Gray, and welcome back to some more Dicey Dungeons with the Robot. I'm here to beat boot my way through. No enemy can stop me and my mechanical laser arms. That's right, they're not just mechanical, they're lasers. Every robot has to have laser arms and laser eyes. That's like a requirement of being a robot. Just saying. Oh, that's a... I was like, there's not that many enemies here, but no, there's a rotten apple. Of course there is. Do I want to go right or left? I think I'm going to go this way because I want to get to that upgrade. Rotten apple. This guy's going to be a pain though because he reduces my health by half, I think. Yeah. So I need to kill him quickly if I can. Let's draw 6. Weaken him. Draw 1. Flame on. Draw 5. Throw in here. Slow him down a bit. So maybe if he draws 5. Oh yes! I stopped him hard. He's not gonna have a chance. He's not. I won't let him have a chance. Rotten apple, get out of here. Okay. You know what? I'll plasma blast him. Okay. No 4s allowed this time. I'll get him next turn. Unless he gets like super high. I don't think he'll be able to reduce my stuff by 1/3 now. He'll get it next turn probably if I don't stop him this turn. I've stopped him this turn for sure. Okay, get out of here. Boop. I don't know why my game's lagging a bit though. It's a bit of a problem. My laptop is getting a bit old at this point. I use like a Dell gaming laptop. It's nice though, it's lasted me a long time. It is missing the 5 key for reasons that I'm embarrassed to explain. Look, within like the first couple months of getting the laptop, it felt like it was a bit stuck. And like it wasn't going down properly. So I was like, you know what? The best way to fix it is to remove it and like clear out the dust below it and then put the key back on, right? So I like removed it by putting a wedge under it and just pulling it out. And then dusted out under it because it was a little bit gunky for some reason. There was like something stuck under it. And then I tried to put it back on. Turns out, from looking online afterwards, you cannot put laptop keys back on. And neither can stores you bring it to, from what I've seen. Could be wrong. Maybe I was just like, maybe just Best Buy can't do it or whatever. Or what was it? What was the store that has like the computer experts or whatever? I forget. But they didn't want to do it, so. Do I want ray gun? 3 damage? No. Force field? 1 shield, 1 each roll? No. Lament? I mean, I got money. Why not? Alright, cowboy. Take me on. Alright, I'm gonna do my usual thing. I'll shovel you. Doesn't matter what move you have, shovel's always useful. Okay, he really needs 6s. Oh, maybe I should counter his 6s every time. I should! I should use counter on his 6s every single time. I will do that soon. Next turn I'll try that. What's this gonna weaken? Oh, it'll only give him 1/6. Alright, he'll be able to do 1 set of damage to me. Why not? I'll use this. Alright. Now you won't be able to do anything. I mean, I won't be able to weaken him anymore, but I don't think that matters. IMO. Oop. Actually, I'm really hurting him. Buster Sword tanks so many of those. Oh, good luck doing anything. You really took that burn. You made it useful, didn't you? This guy knows what he's doing. I don't know. I don't know if I can beat him. He's too wise. Wise for his ways. Boop. Let's see. Flame War? Flame War will make it so I put a 1 and a 2 into it, but it'll do 10 damage and burn 2 dice. I don't know. That seems too difficult to get going. Anything that requires more than 1 dice to use is unlikely for me to get a chance to use it. Unevens inflict 1 weaken? I mean, that's alright, but I usually put 6s into it anyway. Counterspell. Lock dice that roll blank. I want to see what does Lament do when upgraded? Extra damage. Alright. Glare? It just lets you reuse the lock, but it still needs a 1, and I am only ever able to get 1 anyway. So Glare is actually, in which case I need to hope I get another 1. So I'm not going to be worrying about Glare, I guess. Double dice value, nope. Pea shooter, nope. Hammer. If I upgrade the hammer, I don't even think I could fit it into my build. Do I want to lock 2 dice? I'd like to, but at the same time, I bet it would, like, the moment I roll the second one, this is likely to be locked out anyway, like, to error out. Shovel. I like being able to weaken them no matter what. But I usually put 6s into shovel first anyway, so I don't think that's a big deal, as I mentioned earlier. Plasma Blaster. I can put 6s into it. That kind of sucks, though. I might go for Flame War. I might go for Flame War just to... Because I usually go for Flame War last anyway, with like 1s or 2s. Or it was 1s for sure earlier, but I don't really use 2s for anything else. So I can upgrade this, and I have another thing to put 2s in. So if I ever get to a point where I have both, I can just throw it in and use it, and it'll be good. Maybe I should have just bought everything in here first as well, because I have money, so I might as well spend it. That's how it is in real life too. You have money, might as well spend it. Kraken! I saw you in Sea of Thieves. As I mentioned, started playing it recently in the last video. I'm very good at starting thoughts and never finishing. Alright, got a 6 here. I've been enjoying it though. I haven't played it much so far. Only did the maiden voyage. Cool. There we go. Get wrecked, nerd. See, if Buster Sword can tank my errors, then... To be honest, I haven't even been strategizing based on what I've rolled for the errors either. I've just been like hoping for the best when I pick dice. Oh heck yeah. Can't do much to me now. Okay. But I only did the maiden voyage, which is like the tutorial mission so far. Okay. Needs a 1. Let's start putting it into here. Okay, very cool. Okay, nice. There we go. You know, at least I got that, and then I can probably wreck him with... Yeah, definitely. This is a nice build. It makes these battles go by really quickly now. Because I get... Like, when you just get to pick what you want, you don't have to do much thinking. You can just kind of select and go. Heal that 1 HP for the skeleton fight. Yep. But in that maiden voyage of Sea of Thieves, which is the tutorial mission, as I mentioned, I remember I got stuck at a couple points because there's a key. There's like a key in the first mission that you're supposed to find, and I found the key. Like, it's actually pretty hidden, and it's hard to find if you don't know where you're looking. He needs a 2 to curse me. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm not gonna worry about Flame War. I'm gonna put a 2 in a counter spell, so he'll never be able to do it. Unfortunately, this means I won't be able to use Flame War, but it is fine. I don't care too much. I will not let him curse me. Oh gosh, he's gonna... Thank Christ. Okay, weaken, you keep going. Okay, you know what? I'll do Flame War this time. Why not? I'm talking, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying just destroying these guys and just hitting them hard. But I'm gonna make this video too quick if I go too quickly. Okay, I'll take a pause here for a moment. But there's a key that we're supposed to find. I found it, and it was nice. Like, I'm glad I did. But I didn't realize that you're not allowed to unequip it. Because if you do, like, you have to hold it in your hand and carry it to the location to use it. And I was like, it's a key. It can easily fit in your pocket or in your inventory. So I just, like, unequipped my item by pressing the button that puts down my item. And normally that puts it in my inventory. Like, if you're holding a shovel, it'll put it back in your inventory. But turns out with things like keys and other, like, single-use items, like key items like that, got the key items, if you swap out of it, you drop it. And I had no idea where I left it because I didn't know that until later on when I looked it up online. And so I hunted around for like an hour trying to find where I left that key, which now that I think about it is probably a waste of time. But I don't know, I wasn't sure how to get the key to respawn back where it originally was anyway. Eventually, after spending all that time, I could not find it, so I had to restart the mission from the beginning, which probably would have been faster if I had just done that in the first place, but I didn't know. I thought I could find it, and I'm glad I did because I got a lot of cash for doing it, but yeah, that was a bit of an issue. I also had trouble figuring out how to fish in that game because the fish kept snapping my stupid fishing line. Turns out I was probably fishing in a pond that was too small, and so the fish kept ramming itself into a rock on the side, and that caused it to break out. Which is kind of dumb because it told me to, because there's freshwater fish and there's ocean fish, and we were supposed to catch a fish in that mission. So I was like, the freshwater prawns were all too small to fish in. But I was like, they put them here. They look like there's fish inside. It must work. It didn't work. It was very sad. But other than that, love the game because I just love the ocean and I love water and water physics and all that sort of stuff. The ocean's very pretty in Sea of Thieves. It's my favorite I've told my friends before, it's my favorite ocean out of all games. So, I'm really looking forward to playing that some more. Don't know if it'll be recorded or not. I'm probably going to play it with like Andrew and Zach in the summer if we get the chance. And that'll be really fun. Those are my 2 roommates, by the way. They show up a lot in multiplayer videos. To be fair, they haven't been showing up in videos recently much because I've just been doing single player stuff. And that's mostly because, well, 2 reasons. I haven't had a chance to record a lot of multiplayer stuff. And all equipment's reused, no, upgrade. And also, I just haven't had time to edit that stuff because multiplayer stuff takes a bit more time for me to edit because I want to like make it more fun and put in some like random stuff, transitions. I need to cut out like some of the fluff as well. And I want to put more time into those, and I just haven't had time to with pharmacy school. I don't even know if I will in the summer. I do have a good amount of backlog recorded and like lots of fun games that I've played, but I just haven't had a chance to edit those and get those uploaded. Sometime I'll get to it, but for now, I'm going to work on Dicey Dungeons and Outer Wilds still. Look forward to other stuff coming up though, because Outer Wilds is about done. The next series I'll do is probably Subnautica, Below Zero, so the sequel to Subnautica. I have no idea what that game's like, what's in it. Like the regular Subnautica, I watched some playthroughs before I first played it, so I had a basic idea of what it was like. But I have no idea of Below Zero at all. So that'll be really exciting. And that comes out like next month sometime. I forget the exact day, but once school's done. So that'll be a lot of fun. And beyond that, just some multiplayer stuff I want to do with friends. I'll figure it out. There's a whole lot of fun things I want to do. Wait, let's see. What do I want to upgrade though? None of these I can really fit in my build unless I want to swap out Shovel, which I don't want to swap out Shovel. Don't want to swap out Buster Sword or Flame War. Plasma Blaster I don't care too much about. Counterspell is not like the best, but it's okay. If I wanted to put like Force Field, or Hammer, or Lament, or Glare, I could. But Glare requires a 1, and 1s are used in Flame War, so I don't want to do that. Lament, I'd have to put a 6 on, and I already do that for Shovel, so I don't really want to do that. So 1, 2s, and 6s are already basically taken, so I don't want anything that relies on those. Force Field requires a lot of rolls, Hammer requires a 6, Ray Gun, Healing Crystal. None of these. I don't want any of them. So Counterspell, Shovel, or Plasma Blaster is to upgrade. Plasma Blaster is not going to be upgraded because you need to put a 6 in. It'll only allow me to put a 6 in. That's the only benefit it would. And I already put that in the Shovel. Counterspell will allow me to lock 2 dice. I mean, I could lock a 3 and a 4 because I don't really use those specifically for other things. So that one's okay to upgrade. But I think I'm going to upgrade Shovel. Actually, maybe I'll just upgrade Counterspell to lock 3s and 4s. Because Shovels I just put 6s into anyway, so I don't really care about putting all the evens in. Okay, the last thing I wanted to mention in this video though, after I see what boss I'm fighting. You know what? I'm close enough, I'm pretty sure. Owie fair. Okay, I'm sorry. But the last thing I wanted to mention is summer plans. So I think I've discussed this a bit before. I'm not really in the mood for fighting. But if nobody else is going to take it... But I mentioned that summer is probably going to still be pretty busy for me. But there's even more stuff now to consider. So, in the summer, at this moment... Let's see, max 5. Let's get a 1 and a 2 if I can. Get burned. Currently this summer, I definitely have rotations. 3 rotations, 1 at a community pharmacy, 1 at an ambulatory care place, which is basically a pharmacy mixed with a doctor's office. So that's my clinical rotation. And then I got 1 rotation... Dang it. I got 1 rotation at a hospital. And that's 5 weeks of rotations. Like, the community and hospital one are both 2 weeks, and then the clinical one's 1 week, so 5 weeks total. And that'll keep me busy in the summer. Added onto that, I have one of my MBA classes, because I'm in the dual PharmD MBA program at my school. And so, that's still weekends, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. There we go. Get out of here. Lock a 3. I'll lock a 4 as well. I won't. So I have 1 MBA class online in the summer, so that'll add to my workload as well. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's like... I don't remember what it is. The one, I think it's strategic leadership, but I could be wrong. I think it's a project-based class though, so that'll be interesting to work on in the summer. And then beyond that, I've also signed up for a certificate program at my school, which is in health data analytics. So it's not a degree, it's a certificate program. So it's shorter than an actual major or a minor. It's 4 classes total. I'm spreading it over 2 years. So over my 3rd and 4th year of pharmacy school, I'll be taking 1 class every semester and working towards that certificate, which should help me in my field I want to get into, which is informatics. I'm very excited about that. I think it'll help a lot, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I've already won against Wife. Why do I keep coming up with reasons to say their name? It never works out. There we go. I have won. I kind of want to give them another turn so I can keep talking, so you know what? Why not? Yeah, what are you going to do? She's going to use that 2 and that's it. And then added onto that is a teacher. I was originally planning on not getting any internships in the summer. I applied for one that was a very competitive one. Didn't get it. It was only accepting 2 people from across the country. I talked about it before. It was like a Harvard online internship in informatics. Didn't get it. They sent me an email being like, "Oh, we recognize your accomplishments. You've achieved a lot, but we've had a very competitive application." Basically saying like, "Yeah, you know, you weren't good enough." But after that, I decided not to apply for any more, but a teacher reached out to me who I've been working with for this past year, who's been helping me out a lot, sending me resources for informatics and stuff like that. And they're like, "Yeah, I've been working to see if I can get you an internship." And I was surprised about that. But they said, "Look out for more info. I'll be sending you some details about that if they agree to it." So I might be getting an internship this summer, which they said, my teacher said, could be quite difficult as well, but very rewarding. So that could add to my workload even more. And along with that, this summer, I'm wanting to do YouTube. And along with that, this summer, I've been wanting to work on the clubs that I have positions in. Like I'm vice president of 3 organizations, treasurer of 2, secretary of 1, all sorts of positions that I have. And I want to plan out my year and do all sorts of stuff for these clubs in the summer as well. So I'm still going to be super busy. The only real change is I don't have regular pharmacy classes and don't have exams anymore, which is nice, actually. It'll be nice. And next year, I'll have much less exams, much fewer than this past one. We'll have 1 per week maximum, for the most part. There will be exceptions to it. But that's how the 3rd year pharmacy school sort of is, less exams. So I'm hoping it'll be a little bit less stressful than 2nd year pharmacy school. To be fair, I've been doing alright at pharmacy school. Like, I don't stress too much about stuff. There have been some stressful weeks, but I'm not the type to stress too much. I'm certain there are other students who have less of a workload than I have, but still stress much more. So, I'm gonna try and keep that going. I'm holding up okay, though. Don't worry too much about me. You must think you've been doing so well at all this fighting. So sure, stick with it. Let's spin the wheel yet again. Heck yeah, I'll stick with it. You don't have to tell me. One day I'll get lucky. Ah, how tragic. You lose again. Oh boy. You choose, you lose. Thanks, game. I don't want to check these out right now. But yeah, those are my current plans for next week and for the summer. And I'll probably talk about this once again in a separate update video because I know not everyone watches the actual games. But I feel like it's nice to talk about this while I'm playing. It just gives me something to discuss. I don't know, maybe you guys find the inner workings of graduate school to be interesting. I don't know. I'm certain there are some people who do. I've always wondered if I could do a YouTube channel based around like graduate school stuff, like educating and providing my own perspective on different like concepts that we cover. But I always feel like if I tried, I'd mess up somewhere, and then people would be like, I'd get in trouble for spreading false info. So I don't know. I guess I just gotta be careful. Also, it would be a lot of work, especially right now. But maybe someday. Maybe someday. But that's all for now. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Dicey Dungeons. If you did, I'd appreciate a like, comment, or subscription. And I hope to see you on the next adventure.